Kyle Larson just won at Las Vegas. He dominated at Texas. He looked completely unbeatable. So why on earth is he not racing at Pocono this weekend? That's the question every NASCAR fan is asking right now. And the answer is way more interesting than you might think. Here's what's happening. The number 88 car from JR Motorsports is rolling onto Pocono Raceway this Saturday. But Kyle Larson is not in it. And no, it's not because of a crash. It's not a penalty. It's not some secret fight behind the scenes at Hendrick Motorsports. The real story is something much bigger, and it's quietly changing how NASCAR works in 2026. Let me back up for a second so this all makes sense. JR Motorsports is the powerhouse team owned by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Heading into this 2026 season, they had a problem. Their star driver, Connor Zilisch, moved up to the Cup Series as a rookie. So, who would drive his old 88 car in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series? That was the big question. Most teams would just hire one new driver, but JR Motorsports did something completely different. They split the seat. Out of 33 races on the schedule, a young driver named Rajah Caruth gets 23 of them. The other 10 are split between 4 of the biggest names in NASCAR. Kyle Larson gets 3, William Byron gets 3, Alex Bowman gets 2, Chase Elliott gets 2. All 4 are full-time Cup Series stars who drop down into the lower series whenever their main schedule allows. It sounds simple on paper, but the problem starts when one of those stars gets really hot. Take a look at what Kyle Larson has done so far. At Las Vegas Motor Speedway early this year, the lights went out and Larson was threading through traffic like he owned the place. He won the race. It was the kind of drive that reminds you why he's considered one of the most talented racers alive on any track in any car. Then came Texas Motor Speedway. Same story. Larson in the 88 again. Another elite drive, another trophy. Another moment that made you stop and think, this guy is just on another level right now. And then something unexpected happened. Larson showed up at Nashville Superspeedway. He wasn't even on the schedule for that one. He slipped into the car almost by surprise and finished 8th. People started wondering if he was just going to keep showing up every weekend. But here's the catch. That Nashville start used up Larson's bonus appearance. His original deal was 3 races: Las Vegas, Texas, and 1 more. Nashville became that 1 more. So by the time Pocono rolled around on the calendar, the seat was already promised to someone else. It was always going to go to William Byron. Now, this is where things get spicy. Larson is winning. He's dominating. The tricky triangle at Pocono, with its 3 different corners and long straightaways, is the kind of track that rewards a driver who can adapt to anything. And Kyle Larson can adapt to almost anything. So inside the sport, people who watch this stuff closely started asking a quiet question. Should they change the plan? Should they put Larson back in the car at Pocono? But there's a strong case for William Byron too. Byron drives the number 24 inches the Cup Series for Hendrick Motorsports. Over the last 3 years, he's quietly built one of the most consistent records in NASCAR. He already ran the 88 car at Phoenix earlier this year and finished 13th. He ran it again at Kansas and finished 6th, which was actually really impressive. The team knows him, the car knows him, and Pocono will be his 3rd and final scheduled race in the lower series this year. He's been waiting for this moment all season. If you think Byron is just going to ride around and collect a paycheck, you haven't been watching him race lately. He's a real threat to win this thing. The fans, of course, have plenty to say. Within hours of the Pocono entry list coming out, NASCAR Twitter exploded. Some fans were upset. Why isn't Larson in this race? He's been on fire, they argued. Others said the team was wasting a Pocono spot on Byron and that this kind of thing kills a season's momentum. But other fans pushed back. Byron is underrated, and this is exactly where he proves it, they said. They reminded everyone that the rotation was the plan from day 1. Larson had his 3 starts. End of story. Some even pointed out that Byron at a track like Pocono is more dangerous than people realize. This debate actually reveals something bigger. NASCAR fans are still figuring out how they feel about this whole hybrid model where Cup Series stars keep dropping down into the lower series. There's a fun version of this. Big names racing more often, giving fans extra entertainment. And there's a frustrating version. The best driver for a specific race can't run it because a rotation was locked in months earlier. As for the drivers themselves, Byron has been calm and professional. He knows the spotlight is on him. Larson is focused on his Cup Series weekend, where he has his own championship battles to fight. But you can bet he's watching closely. Drivers like Larson don't just turn off the competitive switch. So, what does this mean for Saturday's race? First, William Byron is no backup plan. He's a serious contender. His sixth-place finish at Kansas earlier this year showed he's getting comfortable with this equipment. And JR Motorsports as a whole is firing on all cylinders right now. The 88 has been in victory lane with Larson. The number 1 car has been in victory lane with Connor Zilisch. The number 9 just won at Charlotte with Ross Chastain. This is a multi-car operation running at peak performance. Byron walking into that environment on a track that rewards precision could absolutely contend for the win. But here's the tricky part for Raja Karuth, the young driver who actually races the 88 most of the year. He's currently 10th in points. He's inside the playoff picture. He's building something real for himself. But every time a Cup star slides into a seat, it shifts the spotlight away from him. In NASCAR, momentum is not just about laps, it's about attention. And every cameo from a famous driver makes it harder for Karuth to build his own story. That's a problem nobody is really talking about. Karuth could end up making the playoffs, but most fans might not even notice because the big names keep stealing the headlines from his own car. For Kyle Larson, missing this race is not a big deal. His Cup Series championship run continued.